Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ireland Indigenous. And I come to you live from a beach of someplace I'm clearly not, as it is a little bit chilly this morning, to bring you this episode of our Week at a Glance videos featuring week 15. We begin this morning from our Google Classroom page. The stream page is accessible to all students on any of their devices in which you can download the Google Classroom. The students can access it with their @sagchipschool.net email. And we always like to check this page for new information. There's a newsletter that went home with students this past week. There will be no new one this week due to the short 2-day week. And we'll have a lot of new information for you in the middle of the following week. We also have our Week at a Glance video, the previous one. Remember, you can see that usually the most recent one or two are still posted here. Try not to clutter it too much here. Our November breakfast and lunch menus. Have your eye out. The December ones will be coming very soon. Our fall close notice, just as a reminder, it's getting cold out. Let's click on it here. One of the things I'm encouraging students that wear Crocs is to have some closed-toed shoes so it's warmer. It's often pretty damp when we go to recess at this time of year, and I definitely don't want them playing in the snow in Crocs. It's fine if they want to switch back and forth their shoes. I don't mind that. But we do ask that students have appropriate jacket, gloves, hat. Obviously, if it's 50 degrees, you probably don't need the gloves, and probably not the hat either. But make sure that students are coming to school dressed to be warm. We do go outside for recess and on the way to SEMA ceremony, and we'd like our students to be comfortable. When it snows, boots are not a bad thing. Wet feet are not fun for anybody, and then they'll be calling you. You know how that goes. You've been there. There is a point where we will stay inside for indoor recess, but that's on a day-to-day basis and based on temperatures. Also, as a reminder, our sagchipschool.net email or website, you can get the most recent information off our live feed, and you can see from just a few days ago. A lot of these come from our Director of Education, Miss Christina Sharp. Although you'll see some stuff for K-12 as well, because this is an education department website. Also have some events here and the opportunity to download the app. Those push notifications will help you know when there is a snow day or a 2-hour delay. We are getting close to that season. As we noted the other day that we already had our first snow days by this point last year. I'm not playing meteorologist, and frankly, I need to see our kids in the classroom, so I'm hoping it's still a minute on that, but good to know. And also you can look forward to checking out websites like 9 and 10 News, ABC 12, CFX. A lot of those will carry the local school closings as well. Another note that's going to be in the next newsletter, we do have a field trip coming up on the 6th to Rooftop Landing Reindeer Park. Students were all given a permission slip, and there is a $5 charge for this field trip for all people going. If you haven't had a chance to send in the permission slip or you need a new one, let me know. I can send one home with your student. Otherwise, we look forward to getting that in as soon as possible. Money can be either given to me and I'll give it to the office, or they can even drop it off at the office. Or if you happen to be coming in, our awesome administrative assistants would be more than happy to help you if you don't want to send the money in with your student. And that'll be in the newsletter, but it is getting a little bit closer though, so I thought I would bring that up now. We also have a field trip scheduled as we go to the Week at a Glance on Friday. We'll be going to Painted Turtle. Students will have the opportunity to choose from a selection of items that they can paint. They'll fire it right there, and they can bring it home for either for something for themselves or maybe for that holiday gift. While we have this up, we'll look at our Week at a Glance. It's a full week. I know that's a weird thing in November. I can't remember if we had another full week. Doesn't feel like we did. Writing, we're continuing on with our persuasive. We're also going to dabble with some essential skills using mystery writing. Math, we're wrapping up the chapter on adding and subtracting decimals with an assessment coming up on Tuesday. Continuing Mystery 5, we will wrap up that unit prior to the holiday break. Social studies, an opportunity to earn some threes and check on some skills that we may not have mastered in the first quarter. And then we'll move into the next section on colonization in the New World. See another opportunity here to earn some threes on multiplying 2-digit factors and dividing with 2-digit divisors. For a lot of students, they would benefit from using flashcards. They can make their own or can even hit the dollar store. Most of them will carry them. There's no need to spend big money on them because 3 times 3 is still 9, regardless if you paid $1.25 for the flashcards, made them, or paid $4. And you can see what our text skills are in our small groups. So a pretty basic week, but it's with the exception of a Friday field trip, just to keep us spiced up. But that's really December. But November was quite the bumpy schedule, as you're well aware of. I hope everyone has a great holiday break. Remember, there's no school Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So if you're having turkey and you don't know what to do with all of that extra turkey, I have ideas. But in all honesty, I hope everyone has a great break. It's a good chance for students to recharge as we hit the stretch run for 2023, and we'll be going into winter break rather soon, another 3 weeks after 3 or 4 weeks coming up here. So everyone have a Minagijigad, Minwa, Bamapi.